Hi Naptime friends, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a fun resin art project on these two 11 by 14 pieces of glass. I am going to pop them out of the picture frame and tape them with my electrical tape. I like to use this one. Today we're going to be using artisan pigments, and we're going to be using cobalt, glacier, sunburst, silver, and titanium. And we're also going to be using Stone Coat Countertops black base tint. And I wanted to show you guys how much mica powder I use in my 3-ounce cup of resin. I would say it's about I would say a pea-sized scoop on the end of my popsicle stick here. So, yeah, do you guys use that much? Is that the right amount? Let me know down in the comments. So I'm going to be using the Pro Marine resin today. I'm going to use 14 ounces for these two pieces, and I'm going to mix that up off camera for 3 minutes. I will be right back. So this is my Stone Coat Countertops black base tint. I keep it in this hydrogen peroxide bottle. I find that it stores better this way. So this is an 8-ounce cup. I have it with clear resin, and I'm adding about, I would say this was about a quarter of a teaspoon of black base tint in there. And I'm going to stir that up until it's nice and opaque. See, it doesn't take much of this to get an opaque color, but you have to have just the right amount to get the cells. So you don't want to add too much and you don't want to add too little. I just put a layer of clear resin down on my glass there and smoothed it out with my gloved hand. And now I'm going to go in and add the Stone Coat black base tint on both pieces and smooth that out with my gloved hand as well. Now I'm just going in with my heat gun on high heat to pop any bubbles. Check out the cobalt from Artisan, it's super pretty. I'm going to add a line of that going across both of my substrates here. Now I'm going to go in with the sunburst and just go right next to that cobalt. We're going to be doing a swipe. And then I'm going to grab the silver and do the same thing right next to the sunburst. And check out the titanium, it's super gorgeous. I love, love, love this color. I'm just going to add that right on top of the cobalt, and we're just going to grab the heat gun, pop the bubbles. This is my wax paper. I love to swipe with wax paper. You can use freezer paper, popsicle stick, anything really. Piece of paper. So I'm just going in and making sure that there's contact at the top of my wax paper and trying to pull at an even pace, trying not to be too heavy-handed, and just trying to make sure that the resin stays in touch all the way across the glass. See, same thing with the other side. Going in with the swipe. You'll see on the left there are some cells starting to pop up. But I don't think I added enough of the Stone Coat black base tint because it's not very opaque, as you can see here. But we're going to fix that, don't worry. So now I'm going on the top of the glass and I'm going to add some cobalt, sunburst, and we're going to do another swipe, but this time I'm going to put the black base tint at the bottom of the colors. And that was titanium. See, I'm going in with the black base tint here, and with the Stone Coat black base tint, you want to swipe your colors over the base tint. It's a base tint because you're going to get cells. Base means it needs to be on the bottom of your colors. So I wanted to try it this way to see if I got any more cells. So now we're going to go in and do the same thing on the other side, going in with the cobalt and then the sunburst and titanium. Sunburst is a really pretty orange color. It goes really well with the cobalt. It's a nice contrast. The titanium sits on top so sparkly and pretty. Now we're going to go in and do the black base tint. Just adding a little bit of that. I'm going to heat it up a tiny bit, just a little bit, just to get it more movable for my wax paper with my swipe. And see, you can kind of move your wax paper, give it a little bit of a design, kind of shimmy it around. Now we're going to go in and add some puddle pours. So these are my cobalt and my sunburst cups. I just flipped them over so all the resin will drain out onto my glass here. And now I'm going in with glacier and adding some puddles just where I thought, there needed to be a little bit more color. And then I'm going to go in and add silver on top of that, and then go in with some sunburst again and titanium. You'll see, just basically mixing up all the colors. So I'm just adding the silver on top. I had a lot of the silver left over. It's really pretty and shimmery. And I had some titanium too, so I was just adding that in some of the puddles, along with the glacier and a little bit of the sunburst. I basically ran out of resin on this pour, which never ever happens. I always have too much resin. So 14 ounces for these two for 11 by 14s was perfect. So now I'm just going in with my leftover black base tint and kind of going around the puddles like you would do for a Dutch pour. And then I'm just taking my finger and going through and connecting all the puddles, just making a design. You can see up at the top I had lots of ghost type cells pop up there, so I wanted to leave those in the paintings. So I was trying to go around those when I was doing my little puddle pour swipies. Same thing on the other painting, just going around, connecting the puddles. I'm just taking my finger, and if I see, a line that needed to be broken up, making sure that I do that, and trying not to disrupt those awesome cells that are happening at the top of the painting. So I'm all done doing my little swirls, and now I'm just taking a popsicle stick and the leftover resin from my cups and just adding it along the edge just to make sure everything is nice and blended. And I'm going to call these guys done. I'm going to pop the bubbles one more time on high heat and take these, I'm going to call these guys brothers, to the dust-free zone. And I'll show you what they look like after 24 hours. So here they are. They turned out really nice. I love the cobalt color. I had some really cool cells happening in the bottom right there. The colors blended really nicely. I did this technique in a previous video just with a ton of puddle pours and colors, and I filmed that. I will link that down below if you want to check it out. The difference with that video is I let my resin set up for about 30 minutes before I took my finger and did my swirlies, and I don't know if that really made a difference or not, but I'm definitely going to try it again. I really like how these colors went together. I didn't know, putting the orange in there, how that was going to work, but it turned out nice. Has some really cool cells on that one. I didn't want to make them, identical, but I wanted to make them look similar, so have some nice shading happening right there. These are so shimmery. You can kind of see here how shimmery they are. This is just natural lighting too. The flash isn't on or anything like that. This is just the sun shining. Love these little ghosty type cells that are happening on there. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to show you guys what these look like in some still photos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and taking the time to watch my video. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I just want everyone to know that I really truly mean that. So thank you. And I hope everybody is having a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday for another video. Bye!